please applaud Joshua Steinberg.
Hello. My name is Josh. I gotta tell you, this is a little bit strange for me. Just being in front of a bar. The service is terrible. It's like, I feel like the guy that's got between the dog and his bone. Sorry. No, I did just actually recently move to Finland from Los Angeles, California. And when I tell most Finns that, usually they say, why? And the fact is, I actually really, I like it here. I do. I completely dig Finland. The scenery is gorgeous. You know, there's not a whole lot of traffic. I like the buildings. I like the people. I like the food. I like the people. People are good. I mean, let's face it, the food in Finland. Put it this way. In Los Angeles, you can go to a restaurant from just about anywhere in the world. Not Finland. There's no Finnish restaurant. There's an Ethiopian restaurant. They don't even have food. What's that tell you? But there have been a couple of adjustments that I've had to make, you know, moving to Finland. Like rules, for example. You know, I mean, Finland has a lot of rules, like for everything. I mean, we have rules in Los Angeles. It's just, in Finland, people follow them, which is completely strange for me. Now, all right, like take the traffic laws, for example, right? You go out on the road, everybody's driving in the right-hand lane, they're going the speed limit, they're using turn signals. What the fuck's that all about? You know, if you're in Los Angeles, if you're driving in Los Angeles, and you're in the right-hand lane going the speed limit and using turn signals, the police are going to fucking pull you over. Because the only reason you're doing that is because, you know, you got a trunk full of cocaine or a dead hooker in the back seat. There's no other reason. You're up to something. I can't do it. I find myself, I'm going to go the speed limit. I can't do it. I just have to go faster. So I've decided that I'm going to try to become more of a Finnish person in other ways. So I've decided, I started taking Finnish lessons, right? Started trying to learn the language, and I gotta tell you, it's not going well. It's really not. Finnish is hard, and I have a very small brain. So, you know, I mean, I've learned a couple of the basics, you know, moi, kiitos, voi vittu saatana perkele, jumalauta, just enough to get by. Just enough, you know, that I can function. There's other Finnish, you know, society things. The sauna, for example. Holy crap! See, to me, before in the U.S., you say go to sauna. That's just like a claustrophobic little room full of, you know, sweaty naked men. Not really my thing. So here, I can go to a private sauna, which is nice, because I'm the only sweaty naked man, which is kind of how I like it. And it was right on a lake. There's nobody around, and it's gorgeous, you know. And you go in the sauna, and you know you have a beer, and then you jump in the lake, and you have a beer, and you know, beer, sauna, beer, lake, beer, sauna, beer, lake, beer, sauna, beer, hospital. And, you know, I really enjoyed that. I started playing ice hockey. You know, I know it's Canadian, but come on, whatever. It's Finland, ice hockey. It's a no-brainer. So, and I don't understand a word anybody on the team says to me, but I'm pretty sure that they're encouraging. I think they like me. Now I've made sure that wherever I go in Finland, anywhere I go, anytime, I make sure that I pee in public. You know, anywhere you go, just sometimes I don't even have to go. I just pull my pants down, stand in and look, I'm blending. You can hardly tell that I'm not from here. The only real problem that I've had so far is getting a job, you know, because it's tough. It is. Now, before I was a bartender, you know, I was a mechanic, I was a construction worker. If I'd been a cop, I could have had my own village people. You know? You know, but in Finland, the education system is so good, and it's free, so everybody goes, and everybody has a degree. You know, so everything requires a degree. It's expected. It's like, you know, if you want to be a bartender in Finland, you have to have a degree in hospitality. So, you know, if you want to be a mechanic in Finland, you have to have a degree in engineering. You know, if you want to be a construction worker in Finland, you have to be Estonian. And I don't qualify. So it's been a little bit difficult. You know? Now, the problem is, if in Los Angeles, like everybody else in Los Angeles, I was trying to cultivate a career as an actor. Because that's what you do when you live in Los Angeles. I'm an actor. Doesn't matter what you actually do for a living. You're an actor. And I was good enough at it that I live here now. So, but I know what you're thinking. It doesn't seem to make sense. You know, you go from Hollywood to Helsinki to, you know, further an acting career. It doesn't seem like it would work, does it? I mean, I know you're thinking that. Let me tell you something. You're right. It's really not a good move. But in fairness, though, I have managed to get as much acting work in Finland as I ever did in Hollywood. So, you know, not too bad. And it actually pays better in Finland. It's true. Because, look, in Los Angeles, I'm just another actor, you know? But in Finland, I'm unemployed. And the government will pay you for that shit here. It's fantastic. It's a system I can really get behind. Yeah. Oh, you need an apartment? Here's some more money. I'm not the kind of person that would, you know, move to a country and not learn the language and not get a job and collect government, you know, handouts. I'm not that guy. I couldn't. They turned my application down last week. Really very disappointing. So now I have to get a job. Because look, you know, in this life, if you want to wear clothes, if you want to eat food, if you want to have sex, it's going to cost you money. And, right? So I put together a list. Of all the jobs in Finland that I think I'd be really good at and that I could get. It's a short list. It's I'll just tell you what it is. It's really one thing. I'm thinking professional hockey player. Yeah, no, I know you're looking at me. You're thinking you're too small, old, out of shape, and Jewish to be a professional athlete. And you're right about that too. All those things, but. I'm not thinking like the guy that has the gold hat and goes out and scores all the goals and they want to, you know, talk to him after the game. How'd it go? Ooh, it was great. That's not for me. That's a lot of work. I was thinking goalie, you know, right? Goalie. Look, I can get big giant pads. You don't have to skate very far. You just sort of go side to side, flop down every once in a while. How hard can it be? You know? And look, I don't even want to be like the starting goalie. I don't even need to be the guy that's, you know, good. You know? Be the backup goalie. He still gets a paycheck. You know, you need to work 2-3 days a week. I can do that. You know, spend most of the game sitting on the bench. You know, open the door for the guys getting on and off the ice. I can totally do that job. You know, well, what's the worst that can happen? They put you in, right? It's only because the other guy, you know, fucked up so bad that they've scored 1 million goals. I mean, what's the worst that's going to happen? Oh, they scored another one. We're still losing. Damn. That is a job for me. Anyway, my name is Josh. Thanks all for coming out, and we'll see you next time.
Josh Steinberg.